Does it matter?
Calm down.
And you just address me as I'm a grown man, okay? I'm not no child. Do I make myself clear?
Did I say you were a child?
Do I make myself clear?
Did I say you were a child, deputy? I'm supposed to carry ID everywhere I go?
Yeah, you're supposed to.
What law is that?
Oh, do you know it's a 9/11? You know we have a right to ID anybody.
No, that's wrong. Remember that. You came up to me. You shut up. He is mad. This is not a public meeting.
Put the camera down and you can leave.
Where's the transparency?
Two choices. Put the camera down or leave.
I don't have any reason to be in that board meeting.
It says public meeting here.
Let me see it.
Don't snatch from me. What do you think you're doing?
What happens when a deputy doesn't know the law, a chief refuses to speak, and a government meeting becomes a no-camera zone, despite being public? This is more than a First Amendment audit. It's a full-on exposure of ignorance, arrogance, and outright contempt for your constitutional rights. Let's take a walk inside the Sato County government building and see who gets educated today.
Hey, how are you?
What are your people? What's your name?
Can I get your name and badge number first?
No, what's your name?
Can I get your name and badge number first?
I mean, what's your name?
I'm just asking you for your name and badge number, sir.
No, I mean, you see, what with the sheriff department, so I mean, why?
Okay, since you don't want to provide it. It's Kizart.
No, that's not my name.
That's not your name, Kizart? How do you say it then?
My name is Deputy Kizart. What's your name?
Kizart. And your badge number, Kizart?
I mean, why all that?
Just so I know who I'm talking to. You came up to me.
Well, it's the only one. I mean, I'm just wondering why you coming through filming everybody. That's what I'm saying. What is your state your business?
Oh, my business? I'm just taking pictures and video. That's
For
all.
what's the purpose?
I'm an independent journalist. I'm just taking some pictures and video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any ID on you?
Do I have any ID on me?
Yes, sir.
No, I don't have any ID on me, no.
You don't? Why not?
I don't carry ID everywhere I go.
But you know you're supposed to, right?
I'm supposed to carry ID everywhere I go?
Yeah, you're supposed to.
What law is that?
Oh, do you know it's a 9/11? You know we have a right to ID anybody.
No, that's wrong. You're wrong about that. That's not true. You need what's called reasonable articulable suspicion that I'm committing a crime in order to lawfully demand ID from me. And I don't have to carry ID. I mean, if I didn't have ID, then you can demand name and date of birth. But again, you would need...
I'm not finna go back and forth with you.
So why come up to me in the beginning?
Well, why are you walking through a public building just filming people?
You said it right, Deputy. Public building. You said it right.
All right.
Don't be a tyrant, Deputy. He tried to take a picture of me, but the doors closed on him. Would you like me to smile, Kizart? I'll smile for you. No big deal. How you doing today, Deputy?
Good, and you?
I'm doing well. I was just explaining to Deputy Kizart over here what I was doing. I'll take another picture. Go ahead, all you want. As many as you'd like. What's your name and badge number, sir?
I'm not gonna talk on the, you don't have any.
Are you a sheriff?
Together.
Are you the sheriff here?
Just call it. Okay.
Well, that's not very professional, sir. So it goes from the top down, huh? That's the sheriff? Is that where you learned how to be unprofessional? Is that where you learned, sir?
You just one of them guys, right?
You could have identified yourself the same way anybody else.
So I'm just recording you just as you recording me.
I mean, that's fine. You can do that all you want.
I don't care.
You look childish.
I'm a grown man.
But you look childish by recording me. Is that a personal phone or a work phone?
Why? Does it matter?
Calm down.
And you just address me as I'm a grown man, okay? I'm not no child. Do I make myself clear?
Did I say you were a child?
Do I make myself clear?
Did I say you were a child, Deputy?
Acting like a...
Acting like a
That's
child.
what you meant.
That's what I said. Correct. That's what I said. If you're gonna accuse me of something, let's make sure it's right.
Yeah, okay.
All right? I see the professionalism or lack thereof comes from the top down. That looked like the sheriff there because he was in the meeting over there. So You keep coming back and looking at me all you want. You don't intimidate me. Not even a little bit. Yeah, keep on recording me. Go ahead. That's your constitutional right, deputy. Just record each other then.
That's fine with me.
Obviously
I
not.
get paid to do this.
Oh, you do? I'll find out how much. Kids are, right?
More than you ever think.
Okay. More than I think.
I'm up here with them now.
You came up to me, deputy. Remember that. Remember that. You came up to me. You shut up. He is mad. Shut up. Wow. What is up with these people here in Mississippi, man? What is wrong with them? Jesus. That's crazy. I don't treat anybody with disrespect unless they disrespect me, and that's exactly what he did. No, sir. I'm okay, thank you.
Okay,
You work here?
I do.
In what capacity?
Well, what are you doing here today?
Oh, no, I just wanted to know if you said you could, if you asked me if I needed any help, so I wanted to know who you are, so maybe you could help me. I don't know.
I got you. Okay,
Yeah.
I see you're filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. All
That's
right.
for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I can help you though. I work for the local government here.
You work for the
So is there
local,
a service
in
here
what,
you're
in what
looking for?
capacity, so I can,
Is I'm the director of environmental services,
okay,
parks and greenways.
okay. See, I don't think there's anything you can help me out with.
Okay.
That's why I asked just for your, your title, so I know
got you.
maybe you could have been the director of law enforcement, and I could have,
Oh no, no.
I could have talked to you or something,
There's a
could have
lot
been
of
the
good
chief.
people in charge of law enforcement around here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just
but
making sure.
I saw you're here filming something, so I thought maybe you're looking.
Yeah,
for
I'm just
something.
taking. No, I'm just taking a little tour of the county building here. I'm an
Okay.
independent journalist. I'm just
Are
gathering.
you?
Yeah, I'm just gathering some content for a story. That's all.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got you. What website? Independent journalist.
Oh, I don't want to disclose because I'm not done with the story yet.
Oh,
but
okay.
if you
Well,
want
I
to give me
did-
an email, I
Well,
can
I
email to you.
disclosed my position to you, so why don't you disclose your position to me?
Yeah, no, I don't think it works that way. You're in public service, sir, and you asked. I didn't come up to you saying, "Hey, can I help you with something, sir?" Right?
Anytime anyone is in our building, and if they're a citizen, then we wanna help them in any way that
Yeah,
we can.
and I can totally appreciate that, and
Are
I
you
do.
a citizen of DeSoto County?
And I do appreciate that. I don't answer any questions as far as my personal life. I just don't
Okay.
do it.
All right,
but
so you can't answer my question if you're a citizen of DeSoto County?
I just don't. I don't answer any questions.
Okay. But
Any-
I
any-
answered your questions.
Well, again, two things. Again, you came up to me asking if I needed any help.
Right. That's right.
The second thing is you're in public service, and I'm not. I'm an independent journalist. I like to keep my information private. That's all. Nothing. Nothing.
Well, I'm
nefarious
glad,
going
I'm
on
glad
here.
I didn't do that to you. That was kind of rude for you not to answer my question.
I did. You told me what your job title was. I told you what my job title
I'd
was.
just like to know, are you a citizen of DeSoto County?
I understand what you'd like. I get that 100%. I do. I just
So,
don't.
Are you?
Sir, I just told you I don't answer any private information questions at all.
That's not private information.
It is.
That's
It's
public knowledge.
I mean, if it's
Kinda
public
like your
now,
name?
if it's public knowledge, then
Like
then
what's
you'll
your
be
name?
you'll be able to get it. I didn't get your name either.
Yes, I disclosed my name.
Oh, I didn't catch it.
Yeah, yeah. It's on video there.
Okay.
So yeah. So again, is there something I can help you with?
No. Again, no. Again,
Okay.
I don't need any help with anything. Like I just told you, I'm an independent journalist, just taking some pictures and video here of the county building.
Okay.
That's all. I don't need any
Okay.
specific help. Definitely not with environmental services.
Right. You don't think that's kind of strange that you're walking around a public building, film, video and everything?
Do I think it's strange?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Do you think the freedom of press is strange?
No, absolutely not.
The First
But
Amendment.
Since you can't tell me what press you're affiliated with, then I'm not sure you're really press.
Oh no, sir. You
Yeah,
missed.
I need to know your name
Yeah.
and the press that you work for. Then perhaps we could see that you're legitimately someone from the press.
Oh,
and
yeah.
not someone here intending to do something that would come to harm some of our citizens or our people here working.
Yeah, no,
So-
I could
so please
understand.
understand that.
I could understand that, but I think you're just a little misinformed. No, just
I'm not misinformed.
yeah, just a little bit because you don't
haven't
have.
given me any information.
No,
so
no.
I can't be misinformed.
No, you're a little bit misinformed on what is classified as the press. You know,
Really?
CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. Yeah, those are press agencies, but we have freedom of the press, meaning that every single person, including yourself, sir, has freedom of the press. So if you'd like to be a news gatherer and you'd like to work for your own company, you would be press.
Define press for me.
Press is any citizen who goes out there and news gathers.
Oh, that's what's in the encyclopedia?
And distributes.
Or the dictionary, excuse me. That's what's in the dictionary?
Disseminating information to the public, sir.
Well, also, in today's world, we
Oh,
have
here
to
we
make
go
sure,
with today's world.
No.
Here
we
we
have
go.
to make sure that we're safe. And
I don't think you think you're not safe, sir.
with
Because if
you-
you thought you weren't safe, let's be fair, you wouldn't be talking to me for this long.
Don't put words in my
You
words in
wouldn't.
my mouth.
You would not. You would not be talking to me for this long.
I appreciate
If I'm
you.
scared of somebody, I don't go up to them, right?
I appreciate you, what you're trying to say, but don't put words in my mouth.
I'm just
Okay.
saying you don't seem okay. You
No,
don't
sir.
seem as though you're scared.
I'm here to find out why you're wandering around this building, filming the building.
And I just told you.
That could be perceived as someone perhaps planning to do something that would be a security breach around here.
I'm sure there's a million reasons why somebody would walk around the building recording.
No,
Sure.
there's not. There's not. I've been in this building for about 17 years.
Okay.
And,
It's a long time.
Yeah, no one has ever been around here videoing this building. that
Really?
I'm aware of.
There's cameras all over the place.
The cameras are internal cameras.
No, they're public record,
They are still internal cameras.
but they're public record.
I didn't say they weren't.
Anybody can get that footage.
That's right.
That'd probably be the smarter way instead of coming out to the public building and showing your face all over the place. The smarter way would be to anonymously get the public records, and then you get the layout of the building
But
that
you
way.
have to fill out a public records request.
Yeah, I mean, but you don't have to show ID.
So my whole point is, I hope you see that what you're doing could be a cause of concern around here for the employees who work here and for the people who enter and exit through this building.
Yeah.
It could be a huge concern.
I don't see how that's a concern, especially when I'm talking to you. I'm literally sitting here talking to
you.
you.
Won't tell me who you are and
Yeah.
and what press you're
I value my privacy, sir.
Okay,
That's all.
I value the safety of the public.
And I can assure you that you're not. There's a deputy right behind you.
Yeah.
There's a deputy right behind you.
He won't tell me his name or who he, what his.
Did you know that the deputy wouldn't even tell me his name? What's the difference? The deputy wouldn't tell me his name.
Okay, well, his
Some
name's
people
on his shirt.
he must value privacy.
His name's on his shirt. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you not understand what's going on? Do you not understand what's going on now?
Well, I just told him that he could be perceived that it's a safety issue around here.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
He don't want to be perceived as that because we're gonna deal with that accordingly.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Is he videoing you?
oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm videoing everybody.
About 20 minutes or so, but he won't tell me his name or what independent press or
Well, that he
we've
works
got
for. Something confidential going on right here, so can y'all move it down there?
Okay, I'd be happy to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or if you're in
Yeah.
line for this, you can come sit in the office.
I have been in line.
You've already
with
been in
you.
there?
I haven't
Yeah,
been in yet.
You're gonna handle it. How are you gonna do that, deputy? How are you gonna do that? I don't think you could. I don't think you could. Easy. Wow. What an unprofessional law enforcement officer. He better hope he's not a security threat because we're gonna handle that accordingly. All tough. Oh man.
What's up, sir?
Can we do anything?
We just something.
Can you do anything about what? About me? Exercising a constitutional right?
He's just one of the guys. Let's walk down.
I'm one of the guys who exercises a constitutional right. There you go.
That's what I'm saying. See, he doesn't understand.
I'm one of those guys. What disrespect by a public servant. Yeah, you do. You're in public and you're a public employee. Let's see if this meeting over here is open to the public.
Is anybody?
Sir,
Is anybody in here for or
no video inside the conference.
This is a public meeting, no?
No, sir. No video. You can put the camera down or you can leave.
So there's no,
You can put the camera down and you can leave.
this is not a public
You can
meeting?
put the camera down and you can leave.
Where's the
Two
transparency?
choices. Two choices. Put the camera down or leave.
Where's the transparency?
Come outside.
Interesting. Where's the transparency, Sheriff? Interesting. I thought it was a public meeting. I have to contact these supervisors here and hold them accountable for kicking me out of a public meeting because I'm recording. That's ridiculous. I'll take one of these. Kicked out of a public meeting for a little transparency. Well, I doubt people are going to be very happy about that. Kizart, you're just going to follow me around all day?
Sir, the board meeting's not open to the public. You do not have any reason to be in that board meeting.
It says public meeting here.
Let me see it.
Don't snatch from me. What do you think you're doing? Don't snatch something from me. What do you think you're doing? Grab your own copy, all right? What's wrong with you, man? You got a bad attitude. You don't deserve to wear the badge. You don't deserve it.
We have a gentleman over there that's walking and dealing with the chief. I'm up with him now. He's just recording and talking. He said he's a journalist and he's just recording. He's recording me as we speak now. And he just left the board meeting.
This guy's a loose cannon right here. Kizart over here is a loose cannon. Yeah, I know. You're a loose cannon, Kizart. You know that? I'm glad I came here today, and I'm glad I got to expose you to the world. Glad. What a tyrant this guy is. Next time when somebody comes in here, you treat him with respect. You identify yourself. You hear me? Next time somebody comes in here and asks for your name and badge number, you give it to them. You be cordial. You be professional. You be professional. You learn the law. You learn the law. 9/11 didn't mean you could do whatever you want to do. Learn the law. Yeah, keep telling me to shut up. You're a class act. Class act you are. Because I'm trying to educate you. I'm trying to educate you. You can't act the way you do. You can't treat people however way you want, Kizart. You can't do that. Your job is to be professional with the public, de-escalate the situation, not escalate it. Not record me like a little child and put your hand everywhere. Come on, man. You got to be better than that. The taxpayers fund your salary. You got to be better than that, Kizart. I'm going to give you the opportunity to apologize to me for the way you treated me here today, Kizart. I shouldn't hold my breath? You said I shouldn't hold my breath for an apology? Yeah, you did. It's on camera, man. Now you're a liar? Come on, man. Don't do that. Let's leave here as a mutual understanding that you should treat the public better and you should learn the law. And then I just told you, I told you from the get-go, I'm an independent journalist. This is my work. This is my work. You made yourself the star for the world to see. For what? For what? I wasn't disrespectful towards you. I didn't try and snatch nothing out your hand. What did I do to you, Kizart? What did I do to you? You want to tell me to shut up and be rude? For what? Professionalism. Professionalism. Be professional. I'm done with this guy. Take care, Deputy Kizart. Before I leave, this is your last opportunity to apologize to me and the public for your disgraceful behavior here today. Would you like to take me up on that opportunity, sir? To apologize to the public for your disgraceful behavior here? as well as myself? No? Alright, well, have the day you deserve. Alright guys, we're gonna be getting out of here. Deputy Kizart over here, tyrant, doesn't want to apologize for his disgraceful behavior here today. So, because he doesn't just owe me an apology, he owes all of you an apology for putting on the people of this county an apology for having, look at him, he won't stop. You just won't stop, will you? Calling me stupid, telling me to shut up. Things I never told him. Such a beautiful building. Such ugly people inside of it, though.
Never forget, public buildings belong to the people. And when officers treat our rights like an inconvenience, it's up to us to hold them accountable. Deputy Kizart may not have apologized, but his actions are now public record. Always film, always stand firm, and always know your rights.
Take pictures of those cars. You can't take pictures of the inside of those cars because that's private property. And by doing such, you are trespassing into that private property.
That's ridiculous.
So I'm going to ask you to stop recording. I'm going to ask you to leave. And if you refuse to do that, then we'll take it up from the stuff from here.
What you're trying to do is violate my constitutional rights, and I'm not going to let that happen here today.
What happens when police try to rewrite the Constitution in a parking lot? A lieutenant and sergeant in Mississippi demand ID without suspicion, claim looking at cars is trespassing, and threaten to end illegal recording. But not today because someone actually knows the law. Let's get into it.
Hey, how are you? Good, how are you? Pretty well. I'm looking to do an open records request for the city.
Do what?
An open records request for public information.
Public record.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna go down this hallway here, down the steps, second door on the right, it's the city clerk.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. We have the tribute hall here. Our friendly reminder that they're always recording us, even though it always seems to be a problem when we record them.
Hello.
Hi ma'am, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? How can I help you today?
I'm here to do a public records request.
Okay. Need a clipboard?
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You want to see? You can.
Just want to get some cards too.
That's fine. This is me. And this is the boss. This is the city clerk. And then the others are just
Okay.
whoever is in anybody else's.
Thanks, Ashley.
Yes, I can. You're welcome. Let me know if you have any questions on the application. Just try to be specific as possible, okay?
Okay, great. So here is the City of South Haven public records request form. Ashley was kind enough to give us her boss's, Andrea's, work card as well as hers. Let's fill this out. So it's just the first, last name, title, and salary of all city employees for the City of South Haven.
Okay, yes,
Okay.
sir. All right, so we have up to 7 business days to fill a public record request. We'll contact you once the request has been filled, and it's $20 for the $21 for the public record request. I think they've added additional $1 for filing purposes, which I can pull that. I want to say I got a copy. There's a reason why I went up that $1. I gotta go get my reason, but it is an extra $1, and I don't think we've updated this application to read such.
Okay.
Because this is just saying a 20, but I know they've went before the board with this whole $1 that the state's requiring for a filing fee.
Okay.
So we went in, opted in, and I gotta get that updated. But $20, 25 cents paid, and then there's $1 for a filing fee. But I'll
Okay.
contact you with the amount total once I get done, because I don't know how lengthy it'll be. Even if you wanted to email, I think it's per. I have to verify.
Okay.
Sometimes it's per sheet, you know.
Okay.
If we have to still.
Yeah,
print
it's
it
strange.
out.
Usually when I do a public records request and if it's emailed and there's no kind of cost required, you know, because it's just being emailed, you know, it's not really costing you anything.
That's true. Because on here, because of it says CD digital, but there's another now.
Yeah.
This is older. Some of the
Yeah.
footage is older. I think they do charge for emails as well. But
Okay.
I will verify.
And just get back to me, yeah.
Yeah, because Alyssa is usually over public records, so she's more savvy than I am. But sometimes when she's out, I'm the backup to it.
Okay.
That's why I know about that dollar, because I saw it come through my email.
Okay.
And we need to update this form. So, I'll get back with you. So we usually have 7 business days. Today's is the 20th. So the 28th is our deadline.
Okay. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate
You
it.
are very welcome.
Appreciate your time today.
Yes, sir. You have a great rest of the day.
You too. All right, guys. Ashley was very nice. Let's take a look around the building here in the publicly accessible parts. Have a great day, guys.
Hi, how are you? Okay, I'm okay, thank you.
You too. All right, guys. So we're at the South Haven Police Department, right across the street from the South Haven City Hall, where we had a pleasant experience just now. So let's hope we have the same experience here. Let's take a look around the publicly accessible areas of the parking lot, and then we'll go inside. So far, so good. No issues. Hey, how are you? Good.
Lieutenant Coke, South Haven Police Department. Can we help you with?
No.
No?
Your name is Sergeant?
I'm Lieutenant Coke with the South Haven Police Department.
And your name, Sergeant?
Jeffy.
Thank you.
I just got a call saying you're kind of walking around, like taking photos of people's tags and in their cars and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was
Is there a
doing.
reason for that?
Yeah, I'm a journalist. I was just gathering content for a story. I'm taking pictures of like the different license plates and stuff.
So, taking personal license plates and government tags, or
Well, I don't know what's the difference between personal and government. Some of them
says
say,
government and one doesn't?
well, one of them over here says law enforcement on it, so I don't know. You know what I
Are
mean?
you from Mississippi, or
Oh, I'm not from the area. No,
where are you from?
I don't want to answer that. Don't want to answer that. Yeah,
Who do you work for? We're journalists.
I'm independent, meaning that I work for myself. That's
Do you have
correct.
ID on you?
No, I don't have any ID on me. No,
You don't have any type of form of identification?
No,
Anything, something
no.
with your picture on it?
no.
Nothing at all?
No.
Do you have an ID out of a state?
What does it matter if I have an ID?
Because it's policy for us when we get out and speak with somebody, we identify who they are, so that way we can add it to our CAD notes, so that way if something happens or if somebody wants to file a complaint or whatever, it makes it easier for our bosses to know who we got and spoke with.
Yeah, Lieutenant, I do have an ID.
Okay.
I don't have it on me, and I don't make it a habit. It's my policy not to identify myself.
Okay. So you're not gonna give your name, date of birth,
unless I committed a crime. No, or
well, it's
you
not necessarily you
suspect me.
committed a crime. Again, it's when we make contact with the public.
Mm-hmm.
We usually, well, I say usually, we always we always get a name, date of birth, some sort of identification for them, whether it be via a citation if they're made a traffic stop, or they call us out there, or we get a call from, say, City Hall.
Yeah.
Says, hey, somebody's walking around out here looking suspicious, taking photos of people's cars, of their license plates, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
No, and I understand your policy completely.
Right. So that
and,
policy is, I'm going to ask you for your identification. So
Yeah.
if you don't have it on you, I need to get your name, date of birth. Then.
my policy is I don't identify myself
Okay.
unless you
Then I'm going to ask you
suspected
to
me.
stop recording. I'm going to ask you to leave, and if you refuse to do that, then we'll take it up from the stuff from here. And
Why
then we'll progress further.
why would you stop me from recording?
Because there's no need for you to be out here. Then you're on.
So
I
because
understand it's government
so
property.
you're saying because I won't
I'm asking you to leave. Is what I'm asking you.
because I won't identify myself to you. You're saying that I cannot engage in my constitutionally protected activity. That's what you're saying.
Well, no, I'm asking you to leave. Is what I'm asking.
But I have every right to be here. No.
Well, I have every right to ask you for your ID, but you don't give me that. So it's tit for tat.
But I have. It's not a tit for tat.
Okay.
That's not very
What was your name?
professional of you.
What was your name?
That's not very professional, sir.
What was your name?
Sir, I told you my policy is I don't.
Okay, what is your name?
Sir, I don't give my ID unless
Have a
you
good day.
suspect me of committing a crime, sir.
All right, you can have a good day. Well, the crime would be I'm asking you for something which is a lawful order, and you're failing to obey that lawful
No, you
order.
need reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime that I'm committing or I'm about to commit in order to
You just
demand.
did by not giving me the information that I asked for.
That's not true.
Okay, I know who he is. He's one of these.
Just because I know the law,
If you could,
you know
could
who I
please
am.
leave. All right.
Well, please
One
leave.
thing, if you want to look at the cars that are identifiably marked as police department,
So
by
what's
all means,
this
listen.
Camry over here says law enforcement? Is that
That's actually a personal tag.
so? Why does it say? Why would they do that?
Because they're police.
Preferential
Because the state of
treatment.
Mississippi has law enforcement tags that actually sponsor law enforcement activities, i.e., the benevolence fund, so when a cop gets killed, their family has money that's given to them to help support them because they lost the income for
I can respect that, yeah.
That's what that tag's for.
Okay.
The only cars that you're going to be allowed to look at out in this lot are ones that are clearly marked as South Haven Police Department or have a government tag, like on my own marked unit that has a government tag. Outside of that, you cannot take pictures of those cars. You can't take pictures of the inside of those cars because that's private property. And by doing such, you are trespassing into that private property.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, I'm just telling you that's how it's going to work.
You can't trespass the eyes, and at the end of the day, if it's in public, I could see it. If you went up on a traffic stop and you're looking in somebody's, it's the
I'm
plain,
telling you right now,
it's the
if you
plain
keep
view
looking at
doctrine.
these cars-
It's the plain view doctrine, correct?
Plain
If
view.
you could see it, are you
What is
trespassing
your
into?
reasonable suspicion to be out here to look at that car?
Are you when
Tell
you
me
look
what your-
in when you're
tell
on a
me what
traffic
your-
stop, Lieutenant? Please, I'll let you talk. Can you let me talk?
I'll
When
listen to you.
you're at a traffic stop and you're looking in somebody's car with your flashlight, do you have any reasonable suspicion or anything? No, because it's called the plain view doctrine. Anything you can see from public.
Right.
That's it. And if you see a drugs or a gun or a firearm
What's
from
the
plain
difference between you and
view,
me? What's the difference between you and me?
nothing really.
Is there not? Because I have this on here,
Yeah.
and it's also a
You
safety
have a
hazard
badge.
for me when I'm looking at that car, whether or not somebody's hiding in that back seat with a gun or an RPG or something to do something to me.
Yeah, it's-
You, on the other hand, have openly admitted you are a journalist out there
Correct.
getting B footage for something, but you're also doing that not on government property, not on government vehicles, but on personal vehicles.
But they're in
We have-
public.
we have-
They're in public.
But we have reasonable suspicion.
So you're going to go to
once we
Walmart and do the
stop
same
them.
thing? Are you going to Walmart and do the same thing?
Well, Walmart would be private property, so this is public property, sir. That's the difference. This is public property.
Well, I'm asking you not to look.
I understand
in
what
my
I
officer's
understand what you're
vehicle.
asking me, sir.
'Cause
I
not every
understand.
vehicle out here is for an officer.
I
Some of these
understand
aren't
that.
public cars. The people that are up here that are filing complaints, legit complaints, that have emergencies or talking to us because something happened to them that involves the law enforcement needing to be there. So now you're taking a photo of a car that may belong to somebody that doesn't have anything to do with law enforcement outside of the contact that needs to be made with them.
You guys run plates all day. Anybody who's
And we have
parked
the
in
legal right to do that.
If I'm in Walmart, giving your example, if I'm in Walmart and I'm going inside of
Have a good
Walmart, I can see the plates from
Have a
anywhere I
good
can. Sir, I think you're being unreasonable.
I'm not.
You
I'm
are.
being very reasonable. I'm being very reasonable.
What you're trying to do is violate my constitutional rights, and I'm not going to let that happen here today.
There's no violation going here.
Okay,
And
great.
I'd like to know what you got a card so I can see what website you're going to post this to so I can watch it later.
No, you'll find it. I guarantee you. You'll be very much aware of
Okay.
where it's being posted to. Okay.
Okay. All right. Have a good day.
You guys can have a great day now.
Thanks.
Thank you. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution. You should take that seriously. I'm one of those guys. One of those guys who knows the law. Do you see how they try and make it seem? How they try and make it seem that they can demand ID whenever they want. And to somebody who doesn't know their rights, and this is exactly why I make these kinds of videos, for somebody who doesn't know their rights, they would have, honestly, been intimidated by the lieutenant and the sergeant here, and they would have handed over their identification because it's a lawful order. Wrong. It's not a lawful order.
This is why we record, not just to expose tyrants, but to protect those who don't yet know their rights. If I wasn't confident, they would have walked all over me. Always remember, suspicion isn't a crime, and you never give ID unless the law requires it. Know your rights, or they'll try to erase them.